This video is brought to you by the Ectoplasm Show. Join Jason and Josh as they talk about everything paranormal. You could check them out on their podcast on Podbean. You could see their live Twitch streams, and you could subscribe to them on YouTube. So check them out and enjoy these questions. Bada bing, bada boom. Hello, everybody. Mike Diamond here from Paranormal Warehouse, and I'm here to answer some questions sent to me over by the Ectoplasm Show guys, specifically Jason. He gives me some four of these questions, and I'm going to answer them. Here we go. All right, question number 1. What paranormal phenomenon... Oh, this stupid thing. Question number 1. What paranormal phenomenon do you most want to experience? That's a very broad question. I have a lot of things that I would like to experience. Doing this, I honestly feel like I haven't experienced much, to be totally honest. Having my passion be, and I use the term loosely, ghosts or spirits, I would love to see an apparition. I think at this point I have an OCD type obsession with figuring all of this out. I think about it over and over and over again. I think about just the idea of death multiple times a day, which can be debilitating at times, but it drives me to do what I'm doing, and why I've been doing this for so long, and my drive to get answers. So selfishly, I would love to see a full-bodied apparition in front of my eyes, just so I know that this is a thing that can take place, and that hopefully it can motivate me to keep going and to keep figuring out what the stuff is. If I were to have like a side dish, like a Caesar salad to like my pizza, I don't know if that's what people eat, but it sounds delicious. I would have my phone not ring. I would like to see Bigfoot, obviously. I've actually recently, in the past couple of years, heard like terrifying stories of people disappearing, and people have theories that it's Bigfoot eating people, which is pretty messed up. But I would love to see a Bigfoot, like Jason says, probably from far away, not too close up. And I mean, I would have loved to see a UFO straight up. I'm not talking like a dot in the sky. I'm not talking, I don't know if that was a comet or whatever, or a satellite. I want to see a UFO. Straight up. Question number 2. Is your home haunted? My apartment is definitely not haunted. I think it's probably, if there was a negative scale of something being haunted, I think it is probably that. Excuse me. I did grow up in a home on Long Island that did have strange occurrences. I had a friend have to leave because he was so convinced someone was upstairs, and I said, no, this is just what happens here. It could have been like the air vents or something, or the air conditioning kicking in, but I think my home on Long Island where I grew up could have quite possibly been haunted. I don't know. Question number 3. I was very excited to answer this question, and I am going to talk about, do I think that the ancient alien theory is real? Or just in general, how do I feel about this whole ancient alien thing? I'm fascinated by ancient cultures. I mean, I just recently heard a whole podcast about Egypt, and the information that people give and the facts are really ridiculous. Just the precision of all of these things that they had built are ridiculous. They're to a T, off by fraction of an inch, and the stories are people chiseled this out of with just like regular old tools. I see that as being impossible. So, and there are things that are around that area that were built that people now know were built way before the Egyptians. So this stuff has been here for a long time. Somebody was building crazy stuff for a long time. So I got one of two things. One, the history of people is skewed. Possibly we were more advanced back then than we knew. I don't think we know enough about us as people back then to decide that we were using these old tools that it was impossible to, build these things. So possibly people were more advanced. Maybe a catastrophic event took place where, like, we lost that technology or whatever. But that's one. Two, what I would like it to be, aliens came down from a spaceship. They said, yo, we got lasers, son. We're going to cut all this stuff and make it perfect. That's what I'm going to say. I want it to be. I think it could be either or. But I do think that something weird took place, and I think that we do not have the full story, obviously. So that's what I say about ancient aliens. Last question. What location would I haunt if I had the opportunity? I don't know. I'm going to say your mom's house. I'm going to say someplace cool, maybe like a museum, someplace large that I could wander around. I definitely don't want to go back to where I grew up. I definitely don't want to haunt this apartment that I'm in right now. Maybe as I grow older and I have a home that I'm staying in for years and years, maybe I'll want to stick around on that land. But I would say something cool, like National History Museum. That's cool. I don't know. Any type of museum. No, I take it back. I would like to go to an aquarium. I'm going to haunt an aquarium. Those places are dope. Who doesn't like aquariums? Done. So whatever the most awesome aquarium is in the world, that's where I'm going to stay. Yo, thank you, Jason, for calling me out. It was fun thinking about these questions. I'll pass this along. Hopefully we'll get Braggs to answer some of these questions. And you're a lovely young man. And our watchers are all lovely young men and women also. So I'm going to go be sweaty somewhere else. And see ya.